Welcome to More Bread, Please. My name is Marcus. I will be your lead server. If you haven't dined with us before, welcome. Tonight's special is bread. For the appetizers, we have baskets of bread from your favorite restaurants that we will go around and try. And for the entrees, we'll be talking about dough. And in the serving industry, dough is also money. And if you're interested in dessert, we will show you how we roll when we dine out. My serving partner, as always, Tanya, and then my special server assistants are Matt and Bailey. Enjoy the show. Well, welcome to the show, guys.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Bailey.
What up?
Hey.
I know this is super awkward. I just totally botched that whole entire fucking intro.
It's okay. We
This
still
is
love
wild.
you.
I can't even
For
introduce myself to a table. I'm like, yeah, my name Marcus. Hello. Appetizers this, and yeah, cool. I mean, if you guys want to get beers, let's get beers. I mean, that's cool. That's pretty much how I introduce myself to a table.
You killed it.
Yeah. You did.
You killed it.
We're here for
I
it.
mean, we like what Matt was talking about earlier. We all have to do a serve out, and so introducing yourself and doing it for the first time is probably one of the most.
God, I hate switching
Like-
jobs.
I introduced you as me one time.
Oh my
to a
God, that was
table
so fucking hilarious.
recently. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
literally
That
said,
is-
"Hi, I'm Marcus. This is Matt," and it was really, really weird.
My dyslexic was like, wait,
Yeah.
that's backwards.
Yeah.
Like, I know
But
that's
did
backwards.
you guys go with it?
No,
No,
they
no.
They,
Oh.
I
I
stopped.
would have.
Yeah.
I stopped
I would
in
have been
midway.
like, "Yep."
I literally said, well, we were both in this party room together, and they had split our tables up, and so they're like, hey, just hang out in these rooms. So we literally were sitting there bullshitting with each other for like hours, and finally I was like, let Matt go home.
3 hours, dude.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours.
They
Like
fucked
I was
us.
like, let
Uh-huh.
Matt go home. Fuck this shit. Like I'm out. Like I want to make some money. Well, then finally they're like, oh, someone changed the plots
Triple
around.
seat.
Triple seat right
Yep.
off the rip. So
Uh-huh.
Matt's like, well, you just want to introduce yourself to that table? I was like, yeah, sure. You do that table. And then all of a sudden he went back to the table that I introduced myself to, but he sold like a massive seafood tower and a bunch of wine. I was like, fucking take it. Like you're going to make the money. We're going to split the money anyway. That's just how we work. And, then he gets to another table and we start getting swamped at this point. And he's like, all right, guys. Hi, my name's Marcus. This is Matt. We're going to be serving you together. And I looked at him and I was like, bro, you're Matt. I'm Marcus. And the table was like, wait, you're Marcus? You're Matt? You're Matt? You're Marcus? Like, who's who? I was like, I'm Marcus. That's Matt. And so the rest of the night, they'd be like, hey, Matt. And I'd be like, oh, what's up? Or it'd be like, hey, Marcus, what's up?
They didn't think it was funny either, though. They were like,
Which
kinda
towards
like-
the end, they
yeah, but
kind of
were
made
kinda
jokes
just
about
like,
it.
Who's what?
They were just
Like,
confused at
Were
first.
they
I
all-
got confused.
No, they were just kind of odd. Nice though.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Because
Just kinda
I
odd.
would have like bust. I
Oh,
would have
yeah.
thought it was a bit.
We laughed.
I would have
We
thought
thought
it was
we,
a
we,
bit.
we
Most
definitely
people
People
funny.
would think that's really funny.
we walked out of the room laughing.
And then I
But
felt like a big goof.
Oh my gosh, was that in
Big old goof.
was that in like an open seating situation?
Yeah, it was open
Oh.
seating. Like they just put us in these rooms and they're like, here, take 6 tables and then split it. And we're
Mhm.
like,
okay.
It was like, you're not getting sat tonight. Actually, you're gonna get 6 tables at the same time.
Yeah.
Makes a lot
I
of
mean-
sense.
And they're all 6 tops.
So
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah.
and it was good.
Wasn't that the night that the fire kind of happened?
Yes, that was that night.
Wait, was it?
Yes.
That was the night that there was the
Yeah, it
fire.
was
The
a
Jeep
fire.
caught fire
Yeah.
on the.
In the
Oh, when the
garage.
Jeep caught fire in the basement. Because,
Yep.
well, here's the thing. Those rooms are connected to the furnace out, or like
Mhm.
the filtration unit. And well, the garage has a garage, or like has a stairwell going straight up into those furnace units.
Mhm.
And so Matt and I were like, do you smell that? He's like, yeah, I smell that. What do you smell? And I was like, bro, that smells like a fire. So I go outside, I prop open the door, and then a plume of smoke just hits me, right? And I'm like, oh my God,
God, he
there's an actual
Mhm.
fire. The
Yep.
the
Everyone
alarms
was
are going
walking out
off.
there,
So at
yep.
this point, I go get
Mhm.
Matt, and I'm like, because he ran to the other side of the building to check it out, and he's like, bro, something's on fire.
Mhm.
And then he and I were freaking out, and then we got the entire restaurant to freak out.
Yep.
And, and then we're like, we're leaving. We can't breathe.
There's fire, and it's all coming into the restaurant right now.
You know, it's like one of the other servers was like, "Man, I'm tired of these fire alarms going off. I wish there was a real fire."
Uh-huh.
Well, she got it. She got her
And
wish.
people are still sitting there
They're
eating
like-
and stuff. They're like, we have to leave, and the
Yeah.
whole restaurant is
This
full
is
of
chaos.
shit, like can't breathe.
Absolute
Everyone
chaos.
uses a mask over
How
their
could you
faces and
not?
shit.
Why would you not
Yeah.
want to leave?
Mhm.
It's
Oh no,
wild.
they didn't want to leave. They were.
The food is so good.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Dude,
no,
it's like,
whatever.
hey, big money for this. I gotta
Wow.
get it.
So, anyways, we got bread from a bunch of different restaurants.
Ugh.
So
Some
obviously,
some you guys have never tried, correct?
yeah.
Correct. Yep.
So
Correct.
So we got Texas Roadhouse, we got Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Outback, and then I used to work at this restaurant. the biscuits are obviously better fresh, but it was just easier to get a bag of it. So Jim and Nick's is the other ones. They're cheddar biscuits. Really good with honey butter. So
It tastes like cornbread.
Love it.
like a sweet cornbread.
Love that.
But Texas Roadhouse is like number one for rolls. And then she loves the Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah.
So
How can
we're
you
going
not?
to try all this and then give our honest opinion about the bread. So you with the Texas Roadhouse, though, you have to have the butter.
The cinnamon
do.
honey butter.
Yeah, the cinnamon honey
they
butter.
go hand in hand.
So my dad is allergic to cinnamon, right? So that was the one thing we couldn't get when we went to Texas Roadhouse. So we'd be like, "Hey, Mom, can we go to Texas Roadhouse? Dive in that honey butter." And we're like,
When
"Hey,"
Dad's not there.
when Dad's not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and I just walk in the place and immediately swallow.
Well, I
Can't
mean,
even go in.
yeah, with a nut allergy, there's nuts literally everywhere. But obviously, since COVID, it's
I
like
know.
it's changed,
I can't wait
and
to try it.
Yep.
we can all go there and try it.
I just didn't even
going.
know what it was until I came up here.
Well, yeah, there's.
Yeah.
I don't,
I mean,
is
that
there any?
makes sense. Yeah, it's
You're
not
from
a
Florida,
South
right?
thing.
Yep, nothing.
So
So there is
Florida.
none in
Texas,
Florida.
Ohio.
Is there any in Ohio?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I grew
Oh
up
yeah,
on that
Missouri.
stuff.
Hello. It's,
Well,
Oh yeah,
well, it's-
Midwest.
I mean, Texas Roadhouse
There,
started
you know.
started where I grew up.
it's a
so
roadhouse.
Yeah.
that was like you went to that restaurant growing up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's dive in
Okay.
and try this stuff real quick.
Thank you for buttering my biscuit.
butter my bread. Butter my bread.
Are we just digging in? Or
Digging
We're diving in.
Dive in, bub.
This brings me back so many memories. I love this stuff.
Man.
I took a really big bite on that. too.
No shame, no shame.
That
Mm.
honey butter
I'm gonna
though,
do it as like a pocket.
you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Or cinnamon butter.
Really good.
All right, the
Right?
cinnamon butter. Matt being a smart ass.
Oh. Cheers.
Aw, cheers.
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers.
Have you guys seen that guy on TikTok?
Mm-mm.
Which one?
It's like this Asian dude. His name is Wayne,
Wayne dog or something.
and he reviews food all around.
Oh my god. Okay.
But when, you're just gonna watch him. He's funny.
Okay.
Mhm.
He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He always goes, that's really good.
Okay, but this is my first time trying the butter.
It actually is really good. Not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say you don't like it. Mm-mm.
It's pretty fire.
It's not that I don't like it.
I'm gonna throw this at you.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's so sweet.
It's very
Mm.
sweet.
It doesn't feel like it should be on a roll.
Mm-mm.
It feels like it
Nope,
should be on
this
like a
tastes really good.
cupcake.
It tastes like it should be on the roll.
No, it's a roll.
It is really sweet, but
It is sweet.
Mm. You know what I'm intrigued to try after we try everything? That honey cinnamon butter on the Jim and Nick's biscuits.
Mm.
Because I've had those before. Those are fire.
Oh, that would be good.
yeah. So Jim and Nick's, I worked there for 2 years. Actually, probably longer than that. I think 4 actually.
Where at?
That's a really big jump, babe.
I think I worked there for like 1 year.
2 to 4
Actually, I
years.
worked there for 7
Five.
years. Now that I think
Have,
about it.
have you ever been so sick of a job you just quit?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I'm done. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I
And then
wish
you
I would've
realize
done that
how
with my
hard
old
it is
job.
to actually get a job
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
pre-COVID,
Oh yeah.
and then you're like, well, they'll take me back. So I went back.
They need me.
They need me. They
Yeah.
can't do this
I'm the
without
best
me.
they ever had, dude.
I mean, I did feel like I was the best they ever had, but that was just my arrogance talking.
I mean,
I did have regulars, so that helped too.
Is it,
Well, in your
what is Jim and
regulars-
Nick's? Is it like a steakhouse?
Oh, it's a
thing?
barbecue joint.
mm.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
dude, I love barbecue. I've worked
Me too.
at 3 barbecue joints, 3 pizza joints, and then
You're a mellow too, weren't you?
yeah, and then 2 steakhouses over the span of 12 years.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I worked at Cheddar's too, which is I don't know what you even call Cheddar's, casual dining,
Never been to Cheddar's
Me
before.
either.
bro. It's just
Never
cheap
been to
food.
Mellow Mushroom. Never been to Cheddar's. Never been.
Melon is
to...
actually really good. Their dough is
Mellows
really
are-
good.
I think I had pizza there from someone else that ordered the pizza, and it was really good.
Yeah, the dough's where it's at.
Yeah.
But I mean,
The dough.
Money gun.
Honey gun.
money gun, the dough.
Pew pew.
Now I'm just literally these are going to be literally everywhere in the
I know.
house.
I'm really excited for you to play pickup later.
I pick up $100 bills. I wish they were real.
Mm.
Mm.
No,
I
but
thought you had real ones.
oh my
Oh, that would be
gosh.
Wow.
sick. I mean,
You guys have been stepping up for a while. For this money gun.
you're too broke to have this money gun. I need just give it to me. All right, so
That's what Steven said.
I mean, this is very true. All right, so we've all had Outback, we've all had Red Lobster, we've all have Olive Garden, right?
Never been to Olive Garden.
You're a liar.
You're a liar, dude. Shut
Love
up.
Olive Garden.
I was about to say. So Jim and Nick's would be the next one.
Grab you a fish. biscuit.
Do I butter
Grab your
this or
biscuit,
no?
baby boy.
Do we butter the biscuit?
No, you're
No butter
not.
kind of
I mean,
biscuit?
you
Cool.
could put regular
could.
butter on it.
Nah.
But it's almost like they're better, obviously, when they come out of like their
Fresh.
ovens. They're super fresh
Yeah,
and
but they're so cute.
well,
Look how little they are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
they're supposed to be big ones.
Pretty good.
I think they're delicious.
Dude, this bread goes by so fast in Jim and Nick's.
Well, yeah, that's because the employees are all back there eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
I would be.
You think that until you start eating so much of it, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so sick of biscuits." It's literally just sitting in the window. So what we do is stab it with a knife and just put it in the basket,
Well, yeah.
just to quickly get it out. And then, God forbid, on a Friday or Saturday night, we would be so slammed, dude. You couldn't put enough biscuits in the window. They'd have like 3 trays. They'd be gone in like minutes because all these people would come in and be like, "Can we get your bread? Can we get your bread? Can we get your bread?" And that's honestly where I had the idea of
more
coming up
bread,
with
more bread, more bread, more bread.
I'm like, fucking hate hearing people say more bread. I'll give you bread. I do not care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
do.
care. It's not my money. It's not. It's just my time to go get the bread.
Unless you're really busy, then you don't want to get the
Then
bread.
yeah,
Right.
if you're really
Then
busy,
it's hard to get the bread.
I will literally not give you the bread
Yeah.
because I'm like I'm too busy for this shit.
Especially like I'm sure there you don't have like essays and people like that to get bread for you if you need them to get bread. So you're just like you gotta get all the bread on your own.
We consider essays and busters the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I mean, technically they are.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, somewhat. And
Yeah.
They're supposed to be
pretty
at
much.
least. All right. I say Olive Garden next just because they're staring me in the face. So.
I feel like
Also,
I need to
there's
split one
napkins.
with someone.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
can't
split
eat-
one too.
I got
Did you want to share with me?
Oh, toss the bread. There it is. More
Oh,
shit.
more bread, please.
bread.
Did I ever tell you guys? Actually, like I had a private party, real shit, and the people in the private party. I know a lot of places do this. The people that I was taking care of, they manufacture the scent that is pushed through the
Oh, you were telling me about
the
this.
ventilation systems in Olive Garden to make it smell like an Italian restaurant.
Oh yeah.
So like all the scents that are in there are not from the food. It's from like an actual. There's real shit. Like it comes through the vents. Like they manufacture the scent that's pushed through the vents. And I heard-
It's like a Glade plug-in.
Yeah, and I only know that because I overheard them talking about it while I was in the room because it was in that small room and there was like 10, 15 people in there. They all did different stuff and yeah, they were like basically just talking about it and I was like, wow,
Wow.
kind of ruined a lot of stuff for me. But
I'm not a big fan of
it
Olive
makes
Garden.
sense though.
He
Like
hates Olive Garden.
it's marketing, dude. You gotta
It
do it.
is.
And
Smells
I
like an
just need
Italian
to
restaurant.
find someone to go to Olive Garden with me. He won't take me to Olive Garden. Bailey, go to Olive Garden.
I'll go on an Olive Garden date with
I
you.
don't like a lot of chain restaurants,
Me neither.
Yeah.
like
Also,
especially like Olive Garden.
you
He
can
thinks
make
I
it's
try
too
to
good
avoid
for
them.
it.
it. Yeah, 1,000%. You can make so. You can make.
Thank you,
Why
Matt.
do it?
Thank you.
Why go there if you could do it at home? But then that Olive Garden experience though, like
Right. The bread, the
Dude.
salad.
The unlimited salad is
The
a little,
unlimited
just a
salad.
little like
That's-
whack because like there's so much vinaigrette in it.
Oh, it's so good. It's really not that bad.
dude, it's
You
a
can
salad.
ask for light dressing.
Yeah,
It's a salad, dude.
Yeah.
I've had your chicken parm.
I mean, it's
I
good.
mean,
The chicken parm is pretty fire. It was one of my favorite things I've cooked
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, well, I can make
well,
this
that's what I'm
better.
saying. Like, why go there?
Literally,
Right.
If we can
yeah,
just
I
do
can
it here.
make a chicken
well,
parm.
and
Mhm.
like the spaghetti sauce that you made the other night.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Just no
best
point.
I've ever had.
Yeah, I don't really like chain restaurants like Chili's. I hate Chili's. I cannot stand Chili's.
My family loves Chili's.
Me too.
Chili's has its place in my heart, though.
Yeah.
I
Not
do
gonna
not
lie.
like. I don't like
Not
it,
gonna lie,
but my family eats it up. Eats Chili's up.
it sucks, but
But it's not.
it's Chili's.
It's Chili's.
I
you know?
gained a lot of respect during COVID. There was a Chili's down a couple towns like
Yeah.
away from here, and they would stay open until 2 a.m.
Man.
illegally because everything
Oh.
had to close, and they would
Mhm.
stay open so late, and we would sit there and just like they were cool. They would just keep serving margaritas and stuff
Wow.
like that to us, and like it was like the spot. Like everyone would go there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you were going into the restaurant
Yes.
at that point.
Well, that was the only time I had ever been like, let's fucking go to Chili's, dude. Like you get off work 10 o'clock
Yeah,
at
because there's
night.
nothing else open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like when you're leaving work, everything's just closed and it's dead, and like the cops are out, and you're like, oh shit, like we can't do anything.
Yeah, you're on strict.
Type
Like,
thing.
we're on COVID lockdown.
Yeah, and then you hop a town over, and they're open. Chili's is open until 3 a.m. Everything else is shut
Right.
down, and they got pretty fire margs.
Yeah,
they
I
do
used-
have
They
good
do.
margaritas.
They
They're not
do.
fresh, but like that mix is pretty
They're
good.
literally this mix
Mhm.
and tequila. That's pretty much it.
Hey,
I don't know.
but-
I don't know if he's
It
even
works,
tequila.
dude.
You download their app and you
Mhm.
get free chips and salsa every time you go. So I mean,
Yeah, download their app. You get free chicken salsa.
Listen,
Download
but
Chili's apps and get free chips and salsa for $9.99.
all right,
What's red?
Outback or lobster?
What do you guys want? You want Red Lobster? You want Outback?
Let's do the red low.
Red Low?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want?
You haven't had? Have you had these? Have you guys
Oh,
had
yeah.
these?
Not for a while though.
Yeah, I haven't had them in years.
Are we splitting these?
See, I
You want to
wasn't.
split? Yeah, I don't want a whole one.
I told you I got these
Oh,
as
I'm gonna eat the whole one. I'm sorry.
a birthday gift one year.
I
What? You got a birthday gift of these?
I got a box of Red Lobster biscuit roll mix.
Yeah, you
as
can-
a birthday present, not like my birthday present, but as a birthday present
for someone else.
from someone else.
Oh,
to
from
me,
someone to you.
because I used to.
I remember it was like a black box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back
Black
in
box,
the store?
dude. Black box. I never made them though. They just sat up there because I was so little and I didn't know how to make them.
I'm not.
I know you don't like them.
I just can't get into them.
See, for me, my mom has a seafood allergy, so we never. I've literally only been to Red Lobster once.
Hmm.
Like,
I don't know, something about them. I just don't like them. I can't do it.
you can't even finish a half.
No, I just.
Don't disrespect Red Lobster.
I mean,
biscuits
I'll
like
disrespect a lobster biscuit, a Red Lobster biscuit all day.
No, it's
You're like-
disrespect to bread in general. Not
I mean,
even Red Lobster.
Hey, I don't like it, so I'm not going to eat it.
It's
It's
just
not
called
bad,
more
dude.
bread,
that.
please.
I feel like
It's
now that
not-
I'm
no more bed plays.
It's no more Red Lobster bread for me.
What are you saying?
now that I'm older, definitely not as good as they used to be for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're also better fresh.
Yeah, but you know.
Sorry, they're a little room temp.
I mean, hey,
You're just picky.
I am picky, but this bread. Do you even know what this bread is?
It's pumpernickel bread.
Mm-mm.
Is
What
it
is it?
rye?
It's like a
Looks like
molasses. What it say? Molasses honey wheat.
It looks like the Cheesecake Factory bread, kind of, but better.
Yeah.
But this stuff,
It slaps.
it slaps, especially when it's hot and the bloomin' onion.
What?
Haven't had one of them in a while.
A bloomin' onion.
Mm-hmm.
It costs 29 cents to make those.
Yep.
Like the fried onions that like
And what? They sell them
Come
for what,
out.
$30?
Yeah, it looks like
a flower petal like
Yeah.
thing. You pick off the petals.
I kind of want to put the cinnamon butter on it.
Pop some cinnamon butter on there.
Toast.
Toast it. Toast it.
Give me a dollop of that.
Bailey, get you a dollop of this.
Give me a
Oh,
little
doop doop a dollop a daisy.
Thank you. Perfect.
Dollars. A dollop of.
Would you like
Honey
Sure, I'll
butter.
just do a little dollop.
Let me get this honey butter, baby.
Is this the honey butter?
Yeah, the cinnamon butter from.
Okay. All right.
Right? Cinnamon?
Mm-hmm.
Is it cinnamon honey butter? Is it better?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Did,
yeah.
did I just make a hack?
Oh yeah.
It's an elite combo.
Oh
Never
yeah.
even had either of these, and you know. I'm
This
just-
is my favorite out of all of them. I think.
okay.
I don't think I've ever just sat down with friends and just tried all the breads.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Kinda-
quite an
kinda
experience.
love it.
And I'm here for it.
Uh huh.
That slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's like a honey wheat molasses bread. Because I thought it was pumpernickel too. And even though I worked there, I should have known this.
Pumpernickel tastes like
Yeah, it's like
grandma's house.
Not my
Focaccia.
grandma's house.
focaccia is my favorite
Really?
bread though.
Focaccia bread is
Focaccia's
so
the shit.
good.
The focaccia that we
ciabatta.
have, and we do with salted butter.
Oh, ciabatta's my favorite.
Ciabatta.
Ciabatta's
See,
good
I don't
too.
like
Mhm.
ciabatta. Like I like ciabatta for a sandwich.
I like sourdough a
For
lot
sandwich,
too, though.
yes.
sourdough.
Yeah.
You-
Also, another sandwich bread, different thing.
It is.
Can't use
yeah.
the
'Cause
same
these are
bread for the
rolls.
same thing.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Mm-hmm.
Grilled cheese, sourdough.
Oh,
Sourdough.
hands down.
You know what I'm saying?
You want the crispness of that
Dude.
grilled cheese.
Oh, I love
Or
sourdough.
Texas toast.
God.
Texas toast
Texas
is good
toast?
for
Mhm.
No, I like
French
Texas.
toast.
Oh, I love Texas
Well,
toast.
yeah, but
Like
no,
Texas
brioche
garlic
is
toast? What?
best.
No,
Are you talking
no,
about
Brioche
Texas
is
toast
best
and the
for French toast.
brioche because it's a sweet bread. I love brioche.
brioche is good too. Brioche rocks.
Brioche is good.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
which one was your favorite, Matt?
The last one,
The Outback.
The Outback bread?
or the Texas Roadhouse one.
Okay.
Probably the
Bailey?
Texas Roadhouse. That's it.
Texas Roadhouse?
Yep, that's
okay.
good. It's good.
I gotta go with Outback on this one
Really?
because that combo with that.
I think it's the
Cinnamon honey
Outback
butter?
combo that's the best. Like,
Yeah,
It's the
combo
cinnamon butter.
is the
You're right.
the
best,
cinnamon butter combined with the Outback bread
makes it the
is
best combo.
the best.
Okay.
Okay.
but the best bread itself,
But
I
the
feel like
best bread itself probably is Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Texas
dude,
Roadhouse,
that shit's good.
slaps.
It's soft.
It slaps.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet. It's...
You're gonna say Olive Garden. I don't want to hear your shit.
No, I'm not even. I wasn't gonna say Olive Garden. That's so rude. I really like those. The cheddar biscuits.
Oh my,
Red
They're
Lobster.
good.
They're so good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but
they're just a little too dry.
I guess
A little dry.
Maybe.
They were a little dry.
A little dry.
I don't know. I just like it crumbly. I guess.
Yeah, I see. I don't like
I
crumbly
like
bread.
crumbly bread.
I don't.
I almost like
I don't
doughy
care
bread.
for
Like-
yeah.
Me too.
Like
Like almost like
cornbread
not
when
cooked
it's
all the way.
crumbled.
through.
I do
love
Dude,
cornbread.
yeah.
Like a-
Sounds
like a
sinful,
dumpling.
but
Like
yeah,
a-
yep, like a dumpling.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, dumplings are so good. They're all special in their own way because they're all different, kind of.
Yeah.
They're all like a different kind of
Well, and
Thanks.
it's so
I don't
crazy
know.
because I mean,
Kind of like us human beings.
oh,
We're all different. That
Special
makes
in
us
our
so
own way.
special in our
Very
own way.
no, but like, because I mean, we think about like where we work and the fact that we're constantly asked for bread,
Yeah.
and
God, dude.
like these places, it's kind of expected that
Yeah.
like you
And
can
that's the-
have.
That's the problem. It's expected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
So
have
anywhere-
basket after basket after basket. Like Jim and Nick's, I'm sure.
Oh
Here's-
God.
How many baskets per table do you?
So the rule was per one person their start with they're only allowed 2 biscuits per person.
Okay.
The standard.
The standard.
Corporate standard.
After that, it was only 1 piece. But dude, it gets to the point where like you give these people 1 piece. It's like, I want more bread. Why don't I get more bread? It's like, dude,
So you might as well just
Well,
like
yeah,
take a
why don't you
basket
just
and like
stock
dip
them
it in
up?
the.
literally, why don't you just buy a basket of bread? Bro, I don't want to run back and forth to get you bread. Like, how much bread do you actually want? And that's where it got to the point where
Especially if
like,
you're busy.
Yeah.
literally,
Shit,
it's like,
yeah.
dude, I'm just like
If
throwing
you're running
bre-
around, like you're
Mhm.
not gonna want to stop every.
No.
I had like 6
2
baskets
minutes.
of bread just like this, like trying to carry and like toss out the tables. Like,
And it's like that's time you could be spending doing other things like going to get drinks or whatever, like
Exactly.
actual things that people are
Mhm.
paying for that you can.
well, and that's the thing,
get
like,
for
dude,
people.
if you're gonna suck down the bread and then suck down your drink and then
Your
ask-
water.
not even-
your beverage. Your water.
but like with restaurants that we worked at ones that have
Yeah.
like Coke dispensers or
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
sweet tea. It's like, bro, like you're sucking down, you're literally wasting time because I can't do my job. If we're slow, I completely understand.
Right.
right.
I'm not gonna throw a fit, but like, bro, you got to give someone a break, and it's just expected. And then I've literally had somebody say we didn't get bread on the tip line.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
What do you
are,
mean, dude?
Are you joking? Like, you as a table, you cost me money,
Yeah.
and then you leave my tip as we didn't get bread.
Especially.
I gave you bread. You just didn't get as much as you wanted because I stopped giving it to you because you were never going to eat your meals.
I'd say that's a problem too. People,
in like in a
just fill
fine
up on bread.
dining environment too. It's
Yeah.
like we're not doing all these crazy turns and covers. So like a lot of that stuff is more has to be like quality over quantity. So if people are sitting there filling up on bread, they're doing that intentionally and they're not going to spend as much money, which obviously like we do it for other reasons too.
I mean,
If it's at a high price point, they're not going to buy food and you're not going to make money because they're just eating bread at a place where you're supposed to be getting like
Yeah,
forced out meals and like,
right.
that's
Well,
how we, like
Yeah, when you sit down and the first thing out of your mouth is, "Do you guys offer bread?"
exactly.
It's like,
that's instant bad mood for me.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
like, what,
Instant.
dude? Like,
I was
I haven't
like,
even
Instant
said my
bad
name
mood.
yet.
Like,
Like,
hi,
I
I'm
literally-
nice to
so-and-so,
meet
yeah.
you. Like,
we're
thanks
getting,
for
can
coming in
we
here.
get bread immediately? I'm like, dude. But then also you think about it's like we're in the South and that's expected too because that's just how everyone here was raised. Bread, dinner,
yeah,
that's what you did. So it's like,
True.
I mean,
It is,
my
it
parents
is.
do that and they live in Florida. Like they have bread
it's a
with every single
Southern
meal. It's just-
hospitality, mindset in the sense that it's expected to
Yeah.
have bread at
Mhm.
dinner.
Where's
of
the
some
bread?
Sort.
Where's the bread? We're
But
getting
just the
bread,
way people
right?
come across, though, it's just like,
Mhm.
Oh, if you
on,
come
just
across like an
don't be-
asshole, oh my god.
Don't be an asshole and don't be like a 10-year-old child. Like, you're an adult.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
come on.
because and don't like before I even get my name out. Oh my gosh! Before I get my name out, the
Yeah.
first thing out of your, I go, "Hey, how are we doing today?" And you go, "Do you guys have bread here?" It's like, okay, so I'm not a human being,
Be right back.
right?
I'll just go fuck myself over
Right.
here.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yes, we do.
My
have-
tip's already gone out the
And
window.
also,
so
I'm like, I'll be right back with your bread. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I'll just go.
my first table on the morning shift one time
Oh,
was like,
dude.
he's like, man, I'm hungry. I need some bread now. Cool, my name's Marcus. I'll get you the bread, I guess.
I'll be right back with your bread.
right.
Literally couldn't even say my name.
You don't want a shrimp cocktail. You don't want.
Anything else but bread.
It's not even that, dude. Just like, hey, dude, what's up? Like, I'll be taking care of you. And they just don't even give a flying fuck about that.
Just
They're
give me that
like,
time of day for 2
dude,
seconds,
just
right?
like-
Like, we're
Like,
not
do
I
you
for
think
2
promise,
seconds.
I
like-
am a human being.
Like, do you think I want to be here actually serving you? No, I
At
really
the end
don't.
of the day,
Right.
though, like we're so I love talking to people. I like taking
Yeah.
care of people.
That's
my
why
favorite
we
thing
do it
about
half the
serving.
time. It's like, yeah, we make really great money, but it's like I wouldn't be doing. I could go do other shit. I like to like sit there and like engage and talk and like
Yeah.
take care of you and make sure you're happy. And it's like, just don't be a dick. I don't
I'm
know.
not just an order taker either.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be an order.
Right.
It's like, I want to engage with you. I want to like be able to make sure you have a great experience. you
Right.
know?
I love stories. So
Yeah.
like
Right.
I love when people ask me about my story.
Yeah.
I love to tell my story. I love to hear their story because I've actually had great friends come out of like serving.
Oh
them.
yeah.
I
Because-
mean, Jim and Nick's prime example.
Yeah, my two of my best friends are. I met them at Jim and X. He ran me to death over sweet tea, and then the second, literally,
Yeah.
I was like, "This
His old
fuck-
roommates.
I was like, this
Nuh-uh.
fucking guy is gonna kill me on the sweet
Oh,
tea."
you told me about that. I think.
And then he came back in the next week, and I literally saw him sit in my section. I was like, all right, well, not today, motherfucker. So I brought him two sweet teas, and he just started laughing. He's like, I think we're going to be best friends. It was like that best friend moment. Like, I think we're going to be best friends.
Absolutely,
Yep.
bro.
I was like, all right, well, I fuck with you, you fuck with me, because I gave you extra sweet tea. And then all of a sudden, he's like, how much do you run that kitchen? I was like, I mean, I can make them do anything. He's like, can you make me this? And then I was like, all right,
Wow.
dude. Like, I love that I could do that. And I worked there for so long that I could make anything happen in the kitchen, but that kitchen absolutely hated me.
Mm-hmm.
But I did that at a lot of different places. If I can manufacture like
That's
something for
real.
my customers,
Oh, I would too.
I made it happen.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We all
you
do
gotta
that,
do.
especially.
Yeah.
I mean, even where we all work now, it's like if it's gonna make my customer happy and they're not being an asshole and they're
I'm
actually
doing it.
being like
That's
a
the big
kind
one.
person.
don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
I'll do literally
I'm not gonna
everything
do
for you.
anything for you if you're not treating me like a human being.
Yeah, and the moment you start treating me like shit, I'm gonna be like, sucks
No,
to suck.
I'm so sorry. We can't make that gluten free.
I don't care if you don't.
Even though we
tip
might
me.
have a
Even though we
gluten-free bag in the back,
literally-
I'm not gonna tell you that because
No, I can't substitute that pasta out. I'm so sorry. Even
Man.
though we literally have 3 kinds of pasta.
I used to let people just walk all over me.
That's
I
you
did.
can't
No,
do
you
that.
can't, man. I'm
Nope.
too old. I'm too not old, but like I'm too. I just.
I'm too old.
It's
I'm only
not.
25 years
Right.
old.
With the amount of stuff. I mean, there's so many restaurants out there. I
No,
don't. I'm not
absolutely.
gonna talk shit back to them, but like if they're out of line or saying
I'm
something
gonna
that's
be
rude,
very
I'll tell
condescending.
them
Yeah,
you're being
Yeah.
mean. I'm like, hey, dude, you're being mean, and I can't fix this, and it's not my fault. But like, you're being mean.
I love when I get to a table and they're like,
Type
"Well,
shit. Like,
my food's not cooked right," and I'll be like,
cool.
"I literally don't give a fuck. I will comp this whole table. What do you want? I'm getting your steaks remade.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna be an asshole to me, I will be an asshole right back. Literally, that's
Yeah.
literally how I am with the table. And they're like, "Oh, okay."
Or you
All
take
right.
it off, and they're like, well,
I didn't want you
I
to do
didn't
that.
want you to do that. We wanted to put it back on. No, that's exactly what you wanted, dude.
Right.
Like, that's literally
That's
exactly
why
what you
we're
wanted.
having
So I
this
did it, and now I'm not gonna go put it back on because I'm doing other shit. And
So-
like, just go.
Yeah.
Cheddar's is really
Please
the-
just leave.
You ate everything, so
Literally.
now I feel shitty because you didn't say anything the whole time, and now I took it off the check, and I'm not making anything off of you, and I still feel bad.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Cheddar's was really bad about people running out on their bills
Oh.
or like trying to run one over on you so they could get a free meal.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that was my first serving job, and it was like and like actually serving to like hold money in my hand and like
Yeah.
bring things in. So they threw me in on in these booths this one weekend, and it was so crazy busy, and they just people running you to death. Church Sunday in Indiana, like, bro,
Oh God.
it was
that.
awful. And then
Fuck
they
that.
came back with a review, and they're like, "Well, this is it's your first time serving. We're gonna give you a break. We're gonna write you up for a warning. Nothing crazy. We just want you to improve." Well, then the next complaint came in, and they're like, "All right," like they took me back, and I was like, "Dude, what the? I'm not doing anything different." And then this one table came, and they were like running me to death on a Sunday as well.
Mm.
And then they ran me so bad that they comped the entire bill because I
Sunday
just
church
couldn't keep
crowd,
up. The next week, I got that same exact table.
Mm.
And I was like, I remember you guys. And I was like, oh, do you want this cherry soda again? Oh, let me go to the bar and actually do this because that's what I was doing all last week. And while you guys were running me to death. And let me go, oh, you guys want the salads like you got last week too? They had like modified all the salads they could. Bro, they were like, they just couldn't believe that I remembered who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, you're not going to do this again.
You either remember the really good ones or the really shitty ones, and it is up to you which table you're gonna be. Because
I've actually had somebody say, do you remember, did I tip you okay last time? I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I just remember
Why
you.
are you asking?
Yeah.
if you have to ask that question, the
Stop
answer is
asking
no.
that,
You did
dude.
not
Like,
tip me
yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
like, what?
Because if you're still worried about it 2 months later, you did not tip enough.
No.
People asking like, has anyone ever like written down a number and been like, is this enough? And it's
Oh.
totally not enough.
my
And you're just
God.
like,
God.
And
I'm
what are
like,
you
yeah,
supposed
it's
to
fine.
say?
Like I
Yeah.
work for tips. Like obviously, whatever you're gonna, whatever.
That's when you say like,
But
"Yeah,
no, that's
I'm
not
grateful
enough,
for whatever you
actually.
give me."
Like I had a table a couple weeks ago, spending all kinds of money, so much money. And at the end of the night, they were shit faced. They were not because of me. They were just like, I don't know what they did. They were messed up. And her husband, 89 years old dude. I bring the bill over and it's X amount of dollars, a lot of money. And she goes, "You're gonna make sure he gets home, right?" And they're all gonna leave him. He needed to get back to the hotel that they
Uh-huh.
were staying at because they were going to a show. "You're gonna make sure he gets home, right?" Like, and I was like, "Well, we can get him a cab. Like, I'll try. Like, blah blah." She's like, "No, like you're gonna take him home." Type shit. Like she was like, "You're gonna take him home," and I literally was like, "Dude, like first of all, I can't. Second of all,
I have a
I
full
have all
spectrum.
this stuff
I'm
going on.
serving.
It's 7:00 at night. We're not even like, and I can't. And she's like, well, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna have your manager. You're gonna have your manager take him home. And I'm like, dude, like I really can't. And she's like, so then how much money do you think like you deserve on this line? And I've been taking care of them all night, like 3 hours maybe. They got in there at like 4:30.
I hate when people
Spent
like.
so much money, bro. This is probably I don't think I've ever had a table spend this much money. It was insane. She was basically just saying like it's your responsibility to get my 90 or 89-year-old husband who can't stand up back to the hotel. And she was asking me like what she thought I was worth on the tip line.
That's wild.
And then she's like, what do I even tip for this kind of thing? And I'm like, like 20% is like pretty standard. Like obviously whatever you feel is
Probably like
whatever.
That's just so
And she goes, so
bizarre.
you're going to make this much money off of this table? Just this table alone?
Yeah.
And you're not going to get my husband out of here? And I'm like, dude,
That's not my
like,
job.
What the fuck, man?
My job
Like,
was to
I'm a
serve you.
server.
yeah, and I had 4 other tables going on. I had like a 6-top, a 4-top, and this was a 6-top, and they were all just a lot, and they were cool. Like they were cool people, and I made my money off of them, and like I took really
What
good care
you
of them.
worth? What are you worth?
But yeah, that was
I'll tell
I
you,
was like really
dude,
like,
that-
and she
that
had
will-
she had a platinum Amex and shit. I'm like, dude, you have fucking. It
I
doesn't,
hate-
it doesn't even matter. Like, why are you asking? How do you not know you're a
And those
grown
are
ass
people
woman?
that
Like your
have
husband's.
never stepped a foot into serving tables.
Yeah, but it just made me feel
no.
shitty. I was like,
Mm.
really? Like, you're asking me, like, I'm spending this, you're gonna get my husband home?
And
Like,
here's
don't
the
tell me
funny-
I'm gonna get your husband home. You, like, what?
You get
Here's
your
Crazy
husband
shit
home.
like that.
the funny
That's
Shit's
your
part.
problem.
insane.
Even if you did that,
Yeah.
they would be like, "Oh, here's $20 on
No,
my
and they
200."
wouldn't have.
Which I totally would have, like, if I could have left that restaurant and brought him home, I would have. I
that's-
totally would have.
Yeah,
Because that's who you are.
Yeah,
as a
I
human.
genuinely would have done
Yeah.
that, but I physically know there's no
Like-
way in hell. And also, like, what the fuck? No, dude, I'm not gonna bring you to the hotel. It's like,
like literally,
I'm not your son.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not your escort, and just
Right.
like walking
his
around
son
the corner.
was there too, and they all were so trash. They left, and I'm just like, I was like babysitting these grown human beings, and it was fine. Like, it was cool, but that kind of I was just like, oh shit, fuck this place. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Well, and
why
I
am I
don't-
doing this still?
Yeah. I think, well, and that kind of leads us like into our next topic of like money in the service industry. Like, I don't think people understand that. And I think it needs to be more common knowledge that the server minimum wage in the state of Tennessee, because that's where we're at, is $2.13 an hour. I am only worth $2.13 to a multi-million-dollar company.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean,
It doesn't even
Yeah.
pay for my taxes.
No.
Half the
mm-mm.
It doesn't. And on top of it, like, I don't know if you guys do this, but we pay for our employee discount.
Oh yeah, the
So
discount. I think
we
it's a
get
Park Pass.
$9.80 taken off our paycheck every 2 weeks, you know?
Mhm, which is really not worth
But
it.
what is it? Yeah, like,
And
where's
so,
that money go?
if you go to a restaurant owned by one of our properties, you get a discount. And then while you're at work,
But
you
you can't
get
get a discount anyway. Like that should be a thing. You should get a discount no matter
Yeah.
what. If you work there
Right.
like that,
yeah.
you have to pay into
have
that
to
to
pay
get a
into that.
discount
Every
for a
restaurant
place that you work
I've worked
at.
at has been 50%. Now,
every
granted, we work,
single one. Yep.
Yeah.
But now, granted, we work in a
Mhm.
fine dining restaurant. It's
Right,
understandable.
it's different. Yeah.
I can understand our
The price
discount
point
rates,
is higher, but
but
at the
like
same time,
I've never had
technically-
to pay for a family or pay for an employee discount that
Right.
I don't even use. I literally don't use it.
well, and I think people don't understand that, like, as a server, yes, we are choosing to be servers in the food service
1,000%,
industry. I
absolutely.
get it.
Because
100%.
it's great. It has its perks. In
Right.
a lot of
It
ways.
does have its
Mhm.
perks.
It
has its
does.
perks.
Mhm.
We,
Mhm.
we get to meet people that, you normally don't get to meet, and, those kinds of things. We have different experiences, and all of us are people,
Yeah.
and we like connecting with people and talking with people, but we're also like, this is our job. Like,
Yeah.
we don't come here
Yeah.
and volunteer our time. We're here to make money.
Yes.
And at the same time, it's so crazy because, like, serving now, especially at the level that we're at, like, with the place that we're at, or the places we've been, people look at servers, like, in general, they're like, oh, they're like fucking peasants, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they make chump change. And it's like, nah, like, a lot of the people that come into that restaurant, we clear more money a year than they would. And we work way less than them. But they
Yeah.
still look at us like we're so much lower,
Yeah.
and they treat us like we're lower because they think that it's crazy. Because, like, I don't.
Well,
the
and
disconnect. there.
Yeah, it's
100%.
just insane,
Just-
and that's not
Yeah.
anyone's fault. That's just like culture and how
it is.
it's crazy. Like I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, especially if you think about it, if we weren't at our job, there would be other people there, 100%. But
Expendable, yeah.
if servers in general weren't there, like, you'd have to go to a McDonald's or a Wendy's everywhere you go. I mean, that's one of the reasons why places like Jim and Nick's and Martin's and Panera and McAllister's, like all of those places where you go up to a counter and order and then sit down and take a number, like that's why they do pretty good all the time, because they're working a normal minimum wage. Like you're not working a server's minimum wage.
Yeah.
You're working for the state of Tennessee.
Consistent all the time.
Yeah, you're working a consistent $7.25 an hour, and then you may get a little bump.
Right. Here's the crazy part. On the West Coast in Oregon where I worked, it was $12.50 an hour. Plus, you got to keep all your tips. So, dude, I was making like $100 to $150 a night plus my hourly rate. Now, granted, I got taxed a lot differently and taxed way more.
Yeah.
But I was still making $12.50 an hour and then keeping all my money.
Adds up, dude.
And it's like even if like all our money goes on checks if we get tips, right?
Right.
So
credit card tips are all on your paycheck. Yeah.
not there. They would pull them out of a cash drawer and then give them to you.
Wow.
Outback did the same thing. Jim and Nick's did the same thing. And then Mellow Mushroom did the same thing. Most restaurants work like that.
My
But
last job
we are at a high
There's
caliber
so
place.
much money coming in. It's not.
Yes.
There's
it's
no
not.
way.
Yeah,
It
there's
was
no way. There's no way our restaurant would be
It's
able to pay
insane.
us all out.
No way.
Our credit
And
card
it would
tips
suck
at the end of the
too
night.
at the end of the year, tax wise.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It would suck.
Yes.
That happened to me at my last place. I owed tons of money.
You have to keep more track
Yeah.
of that stuff, and it's just
Yeah, because it's a little less suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uncle
Not
S-
to claim your cash tips.
Uncle
when
Sam
you're
doesn't like the
making all
cash, dude.
tips. Yeah.
I miss it though, kind of a little bit.
It was nice.
Well,
to
I miss
have
having cash on
every
hand.
day. You know,
Oh.
you can,
And that's
it's
also
fun.
good though too, so we can get cash and credit card. So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of a good thing.
I like the way
Yeah, me too. Helps me
do
budget
it.
and save
It
money.
does.
Yeah.
because it
Well-
is like we are making tips, but it is kind of like a consistent, something going in your bank account every 2 weeks.
But dude, I would
Exactly.
piss. I would blow through
Oh,
money.
yeah.
Oh,
That was
gosh.
my problem.
Well,
Getting cash on hand like that, I was like, $200. I could go back and make $200 tomorrow.
We
I
had
know.
debit cards at my last place, and they would load all of our money up onto a debit card, and you could transfer the money from the debit card into your actual bank.
Was this at
that's how
Fleming?
Bob
Instantly.
Evans was.
And it was fucking sick.
Was it Fleming's?
Yeah, yep.
Oh yeah.
Fleming's, yep. It was cool as shit, dude. I loved it.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's how Bob Evans was.
Yeah.
they're a Bloomin' brand, right?
Bloomin' Brand, yep.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh,
Yep, yep.
God,
Was it
Bloomin'
Bonefish?
Brothers over here.
Oh god.
Where'd you work for?
Outback.
Oh, Outback.
Yeah, Outback,
Oh,
Bonefish, Fleming's
Fleming's.
is like the top one, and then
Yeah, because it was
That's
like
it. Macaroni Grill.
macaroni grill.
But
yeah.
they're not even like
They're not
And
thinking.
Carrabba's, right?
Carrabba's. Fuck Carrabba's, but yes.
I love Carrabba's.
I never liked Carrabba's.
Listen, Carrabba's in my hometown was considered like fine.
Yeah, same.
No, I loved
It's a
it.
fine Italian dining.
It was,
I'm not
an
even
it was like better than Olive Garden.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was fancier.
Way better than Olive
Yeah.
Garden.
Oh, it's way better than
Dude.
Olive
I
Garden.
mean,
Olive Garden is dog shit. Olive Garden's where you take your
mean?
prom date to go to
We
Italian
did
dinner.
go. We went to Olive Garden before almost every homecoming and court warming.
I mean, we did too.
Olive Garden, dude. God, I'm from different place. Such a different
You're in, dude.
place than
We're
you guys.
from the
Oh,
Midwest.
yeah.
Like,
You're
it's
from
insane.
like Florida.
Oh, we would go to Max and Irma's. We went to that.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Max and the only Max and Irma's I know of is the one in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like one of those rinky-dink, like, just, like, it's not.
It's like a Chili's Applebee's
Yeah,
vibe. Yeah.
We had Bob Evans. That was really great. That was
Oh
a
my
big
gosh,
thing.
I worked at a Bob Evans.
My grandpa used to love that shit.
Yeah.
Breakfast, every. Oh.
Ugh,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
one of my
They had
first
those
like
little
serving
smiley
jobs.
face French fries.
Yes.
Those are the
dude, and
most
Dino
trash
Nugs.
French
Oh.
fries.
Listen,
no,
but-
They
they're
were so
awful.
bad.
No,
They're
no.
like
so awful.
no, but when I think about it now, they're so good.
Okay, but I will say
Fluffy and crispy.
we always got 50% off. Okay, because that was our restaurant. Because that was my first serving job. My first serving job ever was Bob Evans. And
Slinging
I can see
Brecky.
that for some reason.
Me too. I can see it too.
so Missouri, right?
Yeah.
No, so what's funny though is I only ended up working there for like 3 months because I injured my foot at school, and so I like had to quit.
It's classic.
But I know, right? Jesus.
Mhm.
But the mac and cheese.
Dude,
I would get
yes.
mac and because
Oh.
with their mac and cheese, we baked the mac and cheese, and then it had melted cheese on top and like breadcrumbs
Oh,
with a little
the
bit of like
breadcrumbs is
Best snack.
parsley. And then what I would do is I would get children's chicken fingers, and then I would put the mac and cheese on top of the chicken
Oh,
fingers.
Weren't they
Hell
Dino
yeah.
Nugs? Weren't they Dino Nugs?
No, not
No,
ours.
Mine had Dino Nugs.
That's
and that's
so
why
funny.
I loved it. When I was little,
No, we had
I
like
used to love
we
the
had
Dino
regular
Nuggets.
chicken tenders. But
So fun. I used to love it.
I could see you at the table.
Oh,
going,
dude.
"Rawr."
yeah. A little
Yeah.
Matthew
The smiley
playing,
face fries
like,
next to them, like
Yeah, literally.
Dino Nug smiley face fries. Me
Yeah.
vibing.
Happy.
Vibing,
dude.
No,
Vibing.
but what was serving like in Florida?
I served at a I served at a nice steakhouse on the water.
How old were
Oh,
I was 19.
okay. So fresh
Oh.
out of high school.
I was fresh out of high school, and I had essayed at a really nice restaurant on the water all through high school and 2 years out of high school.
Okay.
A year and a half at 2 years out of
Yeah.
high school. So for a long time.
you? Yeah.
So I knew like a lot of shit. But it was good, dude. Like my first
No wonder you're so knowledgeable.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
sorry to interrupt, but like, no wonder you know so much.
Dude, this motherfucker go over and be like, oh, you want Opus 1? Little dummy tell you the notes on that bitch.
No,
Right.
because I just did it for so long.
Yeah.
Like, I just did it like I
That's
really
why you
did.
have so much knowledge.
Granted,
though.
yeah, like I did been doing it for a minute now. Yeah, it was cool, dude. I remember my first year ever serving. I had on my 20th, it was like my 19th, 20th birthday. I just started serving the second I could turn 18. Cause my
Was that your first job ever?
No. That was my first serving job ever.
Oh, okay.
And I walk up to the table and it's fucking Tim Allen just sitting there, bro. Swear to God. Yep. And I like didn't know what to do, and I was like, no one was gonna tell me that Tim Allen's at the table.
I
type
would have
shit.
need. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, huh? Like type shit. But yeah, serving in Florida was cool.
Right?
And then I served there for a year and moved right up here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I didn't really serve there very long, so I couldn't tell you. But like that first year, made a ton of money, worked right on the water, saw a lot of really like Naples, Florida money people.
Yeah.
Type
Naples
shit.
is known for money, right?
A bunch of money there, dude. And the restaurant I worked at has the largest like Macallan collection in
Oh.
in one of the largest in the
Wow.
country. So there were just all these people would come in, and it was connected. It was connected to the Hilton right on the water
Okay.
there. So it was just this giant hotel. And my mom did business with the GM of that restaurant and like the marketer for the hotel. So that's the only reason why I even got a job there.
Well, that's cool though.
I had like some experience, but like I had an in. So that's what got-
that's
I just
that's-
sat down and talked to him.
that is the hardest thing to
Yep.
do with a serving job in general.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I can't tell you. When I moved here, I tried to work for Cheddar's here, and they would not hire me because I had no experience. So then I went home for 6 months, and that's where I got the job at
and
Cheddar's.
then you can come here.
And here's the funny: I came right back to this one, and they at that point it had been like so long that managers had changed, so they didn't know who I was. But dude, I went in there, I ran shit, and they were like, "How can you serve 30 people at one time?" I'm like, "How do your servers not know how to do that?"
Right.
Like I mean, 30 people sucks. Like, don't get me wrong, it absolutely
Sucks anywhere, dude.
But dude,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. If you serve over 15 to 16 people, that's when it starts to get okay. This is kind of overwhelming, especially if you have everybody that's getting different sodas or different
Ugh.
or
cokes or
sweet
different.
tea and unsweet tea,
or getting
half
drinks
and
at
half,
that,
and
like,
Arnie
oh,
Oh,
Palmies and
half
shit.
and half.
Just drink a full. You're afraid of commitment if you
Right.
can't drink either a sweet or an unsweet.
Do
You're
sweet or
just- you
unsweet. If you're
suck,
doing a
dude.
half and half, then you actually want sweet tea.
You're married to someone that does a half and half tea. She's probably
Half and half
she's
and on
probably
you.
half and half on you.
She's half and half.
I'm pretty sure my dad drinks half and half.
Your dad's different though. He's cool.
No,
But yeah,
but
dude, going
wild.
learning all those like the base knowledge, like then you can start serving more people,
Mhm.
and then it becomes easier. And everybody's like, "How can you handle so much?" It's like, "Cause, dude, I've seen a lot of shit, and I know how to handle people at that capacity."
Dude,
Yeah.
and like that's the thing is like
You almost have to run the table, like say it how it is.
1000%.
You have to be like, "This is what you're doing. This is what you're getting," basically, and then like you obviously give them a choice. But you
Yeah,
know,
it's
tell
like your
them,
job
but-
to like push them through the
what
dining
what
experience,
do we say?
Yeah.
Drive the boat.
Drive
or
the
drive
bus,
the
dude.
bus.
Drive the bus.
Steer the ship.
Oh,
Ride
the ship.
Brad.
Aw.
Drive the bus.
When I moved
I miss
here,
hearing that.
yeah, every Saturday, every game day.
All right, guys.
Drive the bus.
We're gonna
Drive the
Don't
drive the
forget.
bus.
Don't
the
forget to
bus.
mention
Don't forget.
it because
What are we doing here? What are we doing
What are
here?
we doing?
Driving
Because
the
you don't
bus.
want to be that server and if
We're
they have to
driving the
go
bus.
and
Blah, blah, blah.